All right, everybody. Just wanted to hit you guys with a second message today really quickly. You just saw the video that I just posted about, how to wear your suit. And one of the interesting concepts that we could learn from suit wearing is, and basically one of the things that I was getting at in that video, although I didn't even talk specifically about anything, but everything that I was saying kind of pointed to this one thing that, you know, your suit will always be better. Or I shouldn't say everything that I said in that video, right? But when I was showing you how to tie your tie, and when I was talking about the lapel pins or the lapel flower, or I didn't even talk about this, but you could wear a bow tie if you want to. And when I was talking about the difference between if you're on a date, wearing your suit on a date, or wearing your suit in a business setting, or wearing a suit in any other type of setting, right? There is a the foundation of all of that is that you have to wear your suit in a way that is tailored to you, right? That's tailored to your body type. That's tailored to not even just your body type, but well, yeah, your body type, right? So that might mean that the arms on it might be a little bit different than somebody else's. The waist area might be a little bit different, okay? The colors that you like to wear might be a bit different. Certain colors might look good on you, others may not look as good. So, you have to kind of adjust and fit it to who you are and who you have been designed to be. And so one of the things that I said I wanted to just at least give you guys the principle that as I'm living this life more and more, one of the things that I'm realizing, and I think that might be helpful for you guys also, is to understand that your life is tailor-made. You, as much as we all might be similar, we all are very different, right? And so while we might have aspirations, while we might have people that we look up to, that we might even want to be like, oftentimes even the greatest of the great, even though they might be similar, their road to getting to where they got to was drastically different. And I think that's important to point out because we've kind of been taught in society that there's one path, there's just one way to get to what we consider successful, okay? And so what many of us have done is fall into this trap where, and I'm not saying that these things are bad. These things are all good, right? So yes, go to school, absolutely, because that'll open up opportunity for you. So go ahead, graduate with your high school education. If you can get the high school diploma, good. If you have to get the GED, get it. Whatever you got to do, get it. And then on top of that, go to college. If you have the opportunity to go to college, then definitely go to college, especially if you have the opportunity to do so without having to spend a lot of money. If you need to start with this associate's degree, get the associate's degree. But if you can jump straight to a bachelor's, go ahead and get the bachelor's degree. Go ahead and get a master's degree. And hey, why not go ahead and get a terminal degree like a doctorate, a PhD, right? Or I think you got like the EDD and all these other types of a JD, Juris Doctor, get a medical degree of some sort. But the thing about it is, don't expect you, right? Because it's life is not just cookie cutter like that, in that one size fits all. So if you do all of those things, then everything's gonna line up. That okay, if I do all those things, and then my life will be perfect. After that I'll get married, and then after that I'll have children, and then everything will just be good, right? You have to understand that there might be some things that you have to kind of figure out on your own in the midst of all that, right? So you might have to, like, the background that you come from might be different, or even the town that you live in might be different. So you might have to adjust or compensate for those. Like, that's similar to the suit, right? So like I said, the difference between whether or not you're going on a date or whether you're going into a business environment might determine how you wear your suit in a particular setting. So you got to think about, okay, where do I live? Right? What does it take in order to survive where I live? If I live in New York City, that's a lot different than living somewhere in the middle, some rural area of the Midwest, right? And so what it takes to be successful in those areas might be drastically different, right? The opportunities that are available to me in those areas might be drastically different, right? So the way that I go about networking with people in those areas, the way I go about getting a job I might have to have a different approach, right? For some things take you, being able to apply to jobs all over the place and getting a job, while other places it may not necessarily be about you just going out there and applying to a job. It might be more so about networking for you, right? So you have to understand what kind of field that you're in. So for some things that you want to do, it may not even necessarily be about networking and applying places. Especially if you're the entrepreneurial type, then yes, network, yes, apply to things, but it might be more so about just getting your name out there, right? And